Alrighty guys, Isaac here bringing us another Dragon Ball Legends video. So the game is under maintenance right now, so we're going to be doing more so of a discussion piece regarding the events of the 4th anniversary. So just in case you guys didn't know, and you guys do want to avoid spoilers for the 4th anniversary, I would say just go ahead and click off the video right now. But if you guys don't care, or if you guys have already seen the spoilers, then here we go. We have the leaks of the 4th anniversary unit, the highlight unit being... No, but seriously, it's Mui Goku, right? And I'm excited for this. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I'm excited for this, and it may not seem like I'm that excited, but it's just because this was expected. I think a lot of people really just, like, beat this into our heads, like, hammered it into our heads, right? That Mui Goku was coming, and it got to a certain point where it's like, well, it makes sense. Right, I don't know what other unit could have been like the highlight of the 4th anniversary, especially because usually even when you look at Dokkan, right, it's always something surrounding Goku and Vegeta, right? It's always like fusions, Super Saiyan 4s, and even for the current celebration, right, they're doing the duo units now, right? It's like the Super Saiyan Gods versus the Super Saiyan 4s and stuff like that, right? But I wanted to go ahead and do more of a speculation piece right here. Right, so not only do we... I don't think this is going to kill anyone's hype for this, right? I think, if anything, it's funny that this got leaked, because personally, I feel like when stuff like this gets leaked, a part of me does feel like it's intentional, so that it can build up hype surrounding it, like building up to the actual event. Like, you see that with movies all the like, especially Marvel movies, right? There's always those leaks, like months before, weeks before, which makes people want to go and see these movies, right? And I feel like that's kind of what, I don't know, I could be wrong on this, because it does seem like they're like copyright striking everyone that's using this image right now, so they might be a little bit upset. But anyways, let's go ahead and talk about the past anniversary, right? Because I think that's going to give us the clues that we need to go ahead and decipher this current one. So if we look at the past anniversary, which was kind of a flop, right? I mean, not necessarily a flop. I still loved the 3rd anniversary, right? I still was very invested in the game, but I can't tell you the events that happened. Besides PvP, new summonable characters, I can't give you like an in-depth rundown on what transpired during this. I know there was a lot of raids, like it was like, what, 5 weeks of raids? And I know a lot of people got really burnt out, but either way, when we're just looking at the banners itself, we had this Gogeta banner, the Ultimate Fusion, and then we had Light of Justice. So the first thing that stands out to me is that you have Hero, right? Hero versus villain, and maybe they will do that again, and we'll go ahead and revisit that later on in the video. But so we had this banner right here was Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, who definitely was not it. He was not the it unit. He was the highlighting unit of 3rd anniversary, and a lot of people, he was getting a lot of hate, and he got a lot of hate until he got his platinum equipment. Right, that's just how it was. And then you also have kind of somewhat of nobodies. I don't think a lot of people were too hyped for these units for Nova and Ice, right? And I think that's fine, right? Because you had enough hype in this banner for just in the form of Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. So for me personally, it was okay for them to just tack on these kind of like sideline characters a little bit, right? Because these weren't even the main antagonists of GT itself, right? No arc at all. And then when you look at this banner, you have Light of Justice with Corrupted Zamasu with Vegito, Blue, and Kefla. So immediately, this banner looked way better to me. For me personally, because I'm more hyped as a collective for these 3 characters versus one Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and the sideline characters, sideline villains, right? Well, I guess you can't. I mean, Nova, eventually, he's good, right? But regardless, it's like, I think so they kind of know, like, the villains don't just sell on their own, right? And this is probably just a me thing. I don't think the villains are as hyped for me as the heroes. And I think that's actually, I would say that's fairly a popular opinion, right? I think the only villains that are going to really sell me is Frieza, right? I think Frieza is a phenomenal villain. And then Broly, right? Even though, Z Broly even, right? From Dragon Ball Z, that Broly, even though he wasn't written dude, he was just cool.
Oh my god, he's so goddamn cool!
Like, it was just absolutely nuts how cool Broly was. And so I can understand why they tack on these more hype characters with the Corrupted Zamasu. in order to generate more hype, in order to generate more money, right? So they can get more people to summon into, to buy into this. But it kind of fell short because Vegito Blue, he had his time to shine, but I thought he was kind of mid when he first came out. And then Red Kefla, as you guys do know, Red Kefla is hated by many. I honestly think that she's a little bit overhated, but she's still like nowhere near the best, right? But when we're looking at the types of banners that we have right here, this is definitely, even though Kefla's right here, this is definitely a future-based banner, right? This is like, it was like a divide where you had, if you were a GT main, summon on the GT banner, obviously. If you were a future main, summon on the future banner, obviously, right? So that's kind of how this went down right here. And when we look at Mui Goku, I personally think it's going to be a USS banner. I think it's going to be a Universal Survival Saga banner. So now let's go ahead and take a look at that tag specifically. And you could tell that the devs, they want to make this a legitimate team, right? They want to make this a solid team, and they don't normally do that with episodes, right? Because this is technically an episode, Universe Survival Saga episode. You know, honestly, I kind of do like this. I do see the direction that they're going with this. You have phenomenal units on this tag, right? You have Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Kaioken Goku, who's undisputably the best unit in the game right now. Right, you have Jiren, full power Jiren, who's solid, right? I would say he's an S tier unit. You have Evolution Vegeta, who would, I guess, be the stand-in for Kaioken Goku. You have Golden Frieza. You have we won't talk about this guy. We won't talk about him. But you also have Beerus, who's relatively new, right? He has a brand new, he has a mechanic that no one else in the game has, which is the revival nullification. They want to make this a full-blown team, right? And so I could see this team getting buffs because this team doesn't have a lot of material to work with, right? It's just one episode, it's just one arc. You can't just absolutely milk the ever-loving crap out of this tag because, so it makes sense for them to do like a yearly, just like a yearly buff for this team, right? Even though they technically already they got 2 buffs with Jiren and Kaioken Goku, right? But disregarding that, who do you guys think would be the filler units for this team, right? For the filler units for this banner, that, like, if you had 2 units to tack on with the Mui Goku, who would you guys bring in? Because as you guys do know, if we're going based off of this formula right here, you guys could kind of put in some nobodies right here, right? You could honestly just kind of put in some no-name characters if you really wanted to. For me personally, if we look at this graphic that we have, like some of the promotion art from the TOP art, when we're looking at this, we still don't have a TOP Krillin. We still don't have a TOP Roshi. No TOP TN. TN doesn't even have a sparking unit, keep in mind. And no TOP Piccolo. So I think I would take any of those 4 units as one slot. One slot for the banner. I would take any of the, I think Master Roshi would probably be my preferred pick. Right, like I think that would be sick. A TOP Master Roshi that's actually like really, really good as a sparking unit. I would definitely take that. But for the second pick, if you really want to sell me on this banner, I want a base form Kefla that transforms. I think that would make so many people happy, dude. Especially like the simps out there. You know how much money there is when it comes to simps? I think that would be solid. Base form Kefla that transforms, bro. Like I think that would be extremely hype. That's what would really sell me on that banner, right? And then, you know, so now let's look at what I also really want to speculate and get into is the second banner. So again, we're possibly looking at a villain-based banner right here, right? And do I think it's going to be a future banner? No, I do not think it's going to be a future banner because we just got this banner, which was huge for future mains, right? We just got this, which Duo 17-18, you even had a brand new tag character that was an extreme unit, all on future right here, and this banner was pretty good, right? You had Perfect Cell in there, Corrupted Fusion Zamasu, Future Gohan, you know, all these were like pretty good pickups for your future team right here, so I do not think Future is going to be getting anniversary banner this year, right? Because even if you look at the future tag, you get buffs for this team year round, baby. Like this is a really solid team to invest into. You just got buffs on the Legends Festival. You guys just got buffs for the 17-18 banner. Like, you guys just consistently eat good throughout the year. If you guys are a future main, like, this is a really solid investment. So that's why I don't think they're going to be getting the anniversary banner. Now, if you look at this banner one more time, it's GT, right? And GT, when you look at GT, they don't have a lot of units available to them, right? Because to be fair, they don't have a lot of material to work with. I mean, there's still definitely units they have yet to explore on this tag, right? There's still villains they have yet to explore on this tag. Like, we have 2 hyper meta Rildos. We don't even have the regular meta Rildo, right? Stuff like that. But GT is one of those teams that, because they have so little material to work with, they kind of just rehash Super Saiyan 4, is what it seems like so far, is that this is a yearly buffed tag, essentially, right? It's essentially a yearly buff tag, because you look at the Omega Shenron, that's the most recent unit that we've gotten for GT, right? You can see when we got Omega Shenron, it was October 2021. Right, that doesn't feel too long ago, but it was, you know, we're getting around like it was 7 months ago, essentially, right? But that was a free-to-play unit. So if you want to go even further back, the last summonable unit that we had for GT was Super Saiyan 3 Kid Goku and the Maju, right? And that was on July 30th. So that was actually even longer before, right? It's almost like the year mark, right? We're only like 2 months away from the year mark of GT getting that yearly buff. And so I do believe that they are due for the yearly buff. And if we do go based off of this being a villain banner for the secondary banner, I think Super Baby 2. I've seen it floating around on Reddit. I've seen it floating around on Twitter. People actually do want a Legends Limited Super Baby 2, and I think I want it too. I think I would be down with that, right? Super Baby 2, he only has 1 card in the game, and I feel like he's worthy of it. I mean, Omega Shenron only has 2 cards in the game right here, like if you're just not counting the Sin Shenrons, right? One of them is a Sparking, one of them is an Ultra. It would make sense to me if we had 1 Super Baby 2 Sparking, 1 LF Super Baby 2, right? But for the secondary units, I think for this, what I want, for my predictions at least, let me know what your guys' predictions are in the comments down below. I want a Trunks, right? I feel like GT Trunks was very relevant throughout the series, man. Like, I think it's a shame that he doesn't even have like a Super Saiyan card. And you know what, just to make it spicy, because I suggested a transforming base form Kefla, throw a transforming unit on this banner too. Give me a transforming Trunks to Super Saiyan, right? I think that would be pretty neat. But if you really want to sell the banner and you want to put a transforming unit on there, I think the best thing would be a Super Saiyan Goku, Kid Goku to Super Saiyan 4, or Super Saiyan 3 Kid Goku to Super Saiyan 4. One of the two. Right, I think a transforming character, I think that would really sell the banner, right? Because like I said before, when you're looking at the villain-based banners, they have to throw on some type of hypeness to kind of just sell it, right? That's what you see right here, Corrupted Zamasu, and then boom! Vegito Blue as the sidelining character on this. People, I guarantee people summon on this just because Vegito Blue was on this, right? And so I definitely can see that happening with GT. So either a transforming Trunks into Super Saiyan, or a transforming Super Saiyan Kid Goku into Super Saiyan 4. And then for the secondary units, I don't know, maybe the guy with the whip, I forget his Legic, right? The whip guy, I don't know. I think that would be fine. Maybe he's too bland though. I feel like they would need like another hype character on the banner for you guys to summon on Super Baby 2. I'm not too sure, but I think that's what the options that I'm gonna go ahead and throw into the pot right there. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. So now, moving on to the final piece, is we do have the part 2, right? So I already know what some of you guys are going to do. I honestly, Mui Goku being the highlight unit of 4th anniversary, I know you guys are going to summon. But there might be a small percentage of you guys that are like, you know what? Based off last year's anniversary, I'm skipping part 1. And I'm going ham on part 2. And so this is what I'm low-key, I'm more excited for part 2. Right? Don't worry, I'm going to go ham on part 1. I am. But I am more excited for part 2 because they could do anything with part 2. Right? They could do anything. And so when you look at part 2 for 3rd anniversary, we had a BoJack based banner, right? Like it was all BoJack thing. Like you had the Super Saiyan 2 Gohan revival, right? You had BoJack himself, you had the Princess Trunks, right? These are all just from the BoJack movie. So this was a direct buff to sagas from the movies overall. So do you guys think we're going to get another sagas from the movies? Because I honestly, like, so now let's look at sagas from the movies. I think it's very possible, but at the same time, I don't think they need it. Sagas from the movies is also one of those teams that they have so much units on it. They also get yearly buffs, like buffs year round. I think this is a safe team to invest into, right? Because if you look at this, you have Super Saiyan God, you had the Blue Boys, right? Super Saiyan Blue, Vegeta and Goku. We just got Gamma 1 and 2. And, you know, even though he doesn't directly buff the tag, Super Gogeta does fit here, right? Super Gogeta is sagas from the movies. I think he should have buffed the tag instead of Saiyans, but I know they do like to throw in their Saiyan Z abilities here and there. That's what he buffs. He does buff Saiyans and Fusion Warriors, right? But I can't see them. The only reason why I can see them doing another sagas from the movies banner for part 2 is simply because of the Dragon Ball Super superhero movie, right? That is it. That's legit my only reasoning behind that. Because if that movie were not coming out this summer, they don't need it. Sagas from the movies does not need this banner, bro. Like, straight up. They do not need this banner. But the thing about it, since we are getting the Dragon Ball Super movie, what I'm most excited for is just units from material we have yet to see before, right? Like, I don't know who's going to be the main villain in Dragon Ball Super superhero. I know a lot of people are saying Cell. I haven't really dug too deep into that, but a lot of people are saying Cell. I've even seen someone pull up Raditz, right? I'm not even kidding with you guys. I've seen people like have conspiracy theories that it's Raditz is going to be the main villain, or that he's gonna make an appearance or something like that. But either way, that's I have no clue what kind of units that we could possibly get if it's going to be that. I definitely would love to see Ultimate Piccolo though as one of the units, and then I mean a Gohan would be cool, I suppose. If Gohan gets a new form, I would love that. But we've seen Ultimate Gohan so many times, right? I don't think it's too crazy for them to bust out an Ultimate Gohan or anything like that. But like I said before, if he gets a new form, that would be the good stuff right there, right? I know some of you guys may not like them just busting out new forms here and there, but that stuff is just so hype. Like, it gives me like that. It just really does it for me, right? I'm not gonna lie. Like, he doesn't need to go God, right? I'm not asking for him to go God. I'm not asking him to go the God route, because he's not training with the gods. But a new form or something like that, just to give him like an extra power boost, it would be absolutely insane. But though that's just essentially my theories on it right here, right? So if they don't do sagas from the movies, which is kind of unlikely at this point, what team do you guys think that they're going to buff? Like, what kind of banner do you guys think they'll focus on right here, right? Because like I said before, part 2 is it's truly like the mystery box, right? Because if you were to tell me like part 2, like an anniversary banner, was just going to be all focused on the BoJack movie, I wouldn't have believed. I don't think this movie's like all that hype. Like, I think it's a good movie. I think it's cool, right? But this isn't peak Gohan for me. It's just not peak Gohan for me. You guys know what peak Gohan is for me, right? It's the Cell Saga Gohan for sure. I loved it, because even when this banner came out, the unit I wanted the most on here was Trunks, was the Princess Trunks. Although he wasn't that great, right? I still wanted him the most, just because the design was just absolutely beautiful to me. But just the fact that we got a BoJack banner for anniversary is crazy to me. So I can't wait to see what kind of banner. If it's not going to be a Sagas from the Movies banner, I can't wait to see what they actually pull out of the box right here. But that being said, that's pretty much all I have to say on the matter for today. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, because we are just a couple weeks away, man. Just a couple weeks away, and we're gonna be right there in 4th anniversary territory, and hopefully you guys all have amazing luck. Honestly, my luck has been so good, bro. Like, I'm not even trying to brag. My luck has been so good that I have like a very strong feeling that the shaft is coming, right? It's like that imminent feeling of shaft. I don't even want to talk about it, bro, but I just have that feeling of imminent shaft, so I'm gonna go ahead and just put this energy out there right now. I hope all of you guys, at the very least, have some really good luck and summon whoever you guys want to pull. So that being said, if you guys enjoyed the content, let me know by leaving a like, a comment, maybe even consider hitting that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you guys for watching. Later!